Hey all, it's Aurelius. Hope you're doing well. In this step-by-step video tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to set up a digital product selling website, just like what you're seeing right now. You're able to add your own digital products such as ebooks, perhaps some PDFs that you want to sell, or perhaps an online course that you want to put up and have customers be able to add to cart, and then they can check out and get instant access to their purchases. I'm going to make this as easy as possible for you to understand. So without further ado, grab your favorite beverage and follow along with me. To give you an idea of the steps that we're going to go through in this tutorial is, number one, we're going to get web hosting and a domain name. Number two, we're going to install WordPress and a theme that also supports what we're going to do. And in addition to that, I'm going to show you the essential plugins that you'll need to plug in to WordPress so you can make it all functional, receive payments and all that. After that, we're going to configure your site as well as add products to your digital product selling website. Okay, so for this very first step, you're going to get web hosting and a domain name. If you already have one, then that's great, and you can follow along if you want to throughout this video as well. But if you don't have web hosting and a domain name, I'm going to show you the best web host to get right now. The web host that I recommend you use is called Hostinger. I've got several of my websites hosted by Hostinger, and I would say it's probably the cheapest and one that has the highest quality servers around in the web hosting space. And believe me, I've tried many web hosts in the past, and some were great, but some just lacked the customer support. Hostinger's got the best customer support with live chat that's available 24/7. So if you do run into any technical issues, they're there to help you resolve it. Their servers are also extremely fast based on many benchmarks and reviews made by other tech creators and blogs. For example, isitwp.com reviewed Hostinger and their load time came down to 1.42 seconds. And to give you a perspective, this is extremely fast. Another review was done by Daryl Wilson. His results came just a bit above a second. Now, in terms of pricing, if you go to pricing, then to shared web hosting, which I recommend you do if you are just starting out, I recommend the premium plan because that offers you a free domain name, as you can see right here, and a free SSL certificate, so that your website will be secure and protected, not only for your website, but also your visitors. You can also host up to 100 websites, and pricing starts at $2.59 on the premium plan. But let's continue. Again, if you don't have web hosting, follow along, and we're going to select the premium plan. And now you'll be presented with the available options. I recommend at least 12 months, but the most savings you're going to get is on their 48 months plan. Hostinger was kind enough to offer you guys a discount coupon. So if you look down below, you'll see this have a coupon link. Simply click that. You'll see the enter coupon code field. Simply enter Aurelius as the coupon code. And by the way, I will provide the links and this discount code in the description below, so go check that out. Now, once you've entered it, click on plus. That'll apply the further discount that you're going to get. Now, of course, you don't need to go on the 48 months plan. You can also go on the 12 months and that discount will still be applied as long as it's one of the yearly plans. Once you've selected your plan, simply check out and then you'll be given these instructions on how to log in to your panel. So again, if you don't have web hosting and you're looking for a reliable web host that offers great customer support, I couldn't recommend Hostinger more. Okay, for this next step, make sure you log into your Hostinger panel. There will be a couple of things you need to set up, including your premium shared hosting, and you can do the SSL certificate activation later on. But the first thing we're going to do is to claim our free domain name. So I'm going to go ahead and click on claim domain. This is where you enter the domain name, whether you want a .com or one of these other domain extensions. I always recommend a .com. For this demo, I'm just going to use Aurelius Teachers. And let's see if that's available. Click on claim domain. And if that domain name does exist, then it will say free domain was claimed. Otherwise, if it is taken, you just need to look for one that's available. Next step is clicking on start registration. Choose your country. I'll put this under company. Click on next step. Fill in all the details and then click on finish registration. Now it's being registered. Now the contact details is under review, so we'll just need to wait on the status of that. Let's click on continue. Now it says your domain name is pending verification, and to check your email, essentially, you'll receive an email with the title, please verify your email address. All you need to do is click on that link to verify. We'll hit verify email again, and now our email's been verified. Now that we've verified, they will take up to 15 minutes to refresh. So while we wait for that, let's go to hosting. The next thing is to set up our shared hosting. Let's click on setup. Next, click on start now. we're going to choose a platform. The platform that we want is WordPress with WooCommerce. The reason why is because we are going to use WooCommerce, which is a WordPress plugin, to sell our digital products. So let's select that. We're going to create a WordPress account, enter your email, create a password, and click on continue. The setup wizard will provide some templates for you to choose from. And this is great because all we need is a basic template to use to start selling our products. I like the look of Simply Natural. So let's click on select. Now, if you want to follow along with this tutorial, but you already have web hosting, all you need to do is install WordPress on your hosting account and then install a theme called Astra. Like what you see here, it's called Astra. I will also provide a link to Astra in the description box below. The next step is naming your website. Because we've already registered our free domain name with Hostinger, we can choose that domain name. So we'll select that from the menu. You can alternatively purchase a new domain name, or if you have an existing domain name at a different domain registrar, you can simply use the use an existing domain option, click on select, and follow the rest of the steps. But for now, we're going to choose our domain name. And here are some important info for us. Let's click on finish setup. Now it's initializing the setup. I'll skip ahead so you don't need to watch this. All right, so our website is ready to go, and all we need to do now is to go to the WordPress dashboard. So let's click on Manage WordPress. It'll automatically log you in. Now, by default, if you simply go here, click on Visit Site, you can see what your website currently looks like. We're going to make a few customization options to make it our own. Let's click on Customize Your Site. Let's first change our logo and just use something a bit more generic or your own logo. This is where you can upload it. Go to Header Builder for that. Then we're going to go to Site Identity and Logo. Now, if you don't have a logo, you can simply remove what is existing. So I'll click on Remove. And now it's simply showing the site title. And I'll just capitalize this and put in Aurelius Teachers. So it looks nice and clean there. Now, if you do want to upload your own logo, simply click on Select Logo and then drop your files right here or select the files. That's it for the logo. Let's go back. Let's go back again. And what you can also do is go to Global and we can change things like colors and typography. Let's click on colors first. Changing the link color, for example, we can click on that and let's say we want a blue color. Like so. And if I scroll down, you'll see the links in that specific color. The hover as well, so if someone hovers their mouse cursor over the link, you can change that color. So existing one is this red. Let's change it to a darker blue. And if I hover over, you can see it uses this specific link hover color. So feel free to play around with the colors, but I'll go back for now. Click on buttons. And you'll see the background color of the buttons is this red color. I'm going to change that. Let's change it to this blue here. And let's change the hover color. As you can see, if I hover over, it's using red. So I'll click that. Now I'll click the blue again, but this time I'll make it a darker blue by selecting somewhere here. Hover over and you'll see it turns to that darker blue. Now go back to colors and you can actually change the theme color. And you'll see these accent colors like this green. We can change a theme color to match our branding. For this one, I'm going to choose a red color instead, so it stands out a bit more. And as you can see, it stands out with the sale icons. Now that's all for that. I'm going to click on Publish now, but you're free to play around with all these other settings later on. The next step is customizing WooCommerce. So let's go ahead and do that. You should be able to see WooCommerce setup. Otherwise, go to WooCommerce, go to Home. If you don't have WooCommerce, simply go to the plugin section, then click on Add New. What we're going to do is search for WooCommerce, and it should be the first result. What you'll do then is click on Install Now. Since I've already got it installed, I don't need to install it. And now you'll land on the setup process, enter your address, click on Continue, select an industry. I'll just put in Education and Learning, click on Continue. Next, it's going to ask you what type of products will you be listing. I'll select Downloads and I'll uncheck Physical Products right here. Let's click on Continue. And now tell us about your business. How many products do you plan to display? I'll just put 1 to 10 for now. Currently selling elsewhere. I'll just put in No, click on Continue. Now it's offering included business features. If you click on the drop down, it's going to ask, get the basics, accept credit cards with WooCommerce payments, and all these other additions. For now, I've just unchecked everything. Click on continue. Next step is to choose a theme. I'll just continue using the existing theme that we've already installed. Let's click on continue with my active theme. All right, next step is to set up our payments. So let's do that. Now at the bottom, you can integrate Stripe, PayPal, eWay, or any of these other options. I'll just select Stripe. I'm going to click on setup. Now it's installing the WooCommerce Stripe edition. It's going to ask you to add your publishable key and secret key. Now to get those keys, all you need to do is log into your Stripe account. So I'll open that up. Or if you don't have a Stripe account, simply create one. So after you click on Stripe account, it will take you here. And all you need to do now is click on this dashboard link. And that will simply take you to dashboard.stripe.com/API keys, where your API keys are. I'll need my publishable key and secret key. I'll paste in my publishable key first, and then my secret key right here, and click on proceed. Next, you can set up your taxes if you want to include taxes or charge taxes by simply installing the WooCommerce Tax Edition. But I'll skip that for now. So we've already integrated our payment processor, as you can see, with Stripe. Now, if you look at your browser, you may see not secure. That's because we don't have SSL installed. So let's go back to your Hostinger panel. So I'm back here. I can either go there and click on Manage Site or simply log in from the start. At the top, I'm going to click on SSL. And you'll see one available here. Click on Setup. Select the website where you want the SSL installed. Click on Install SSL. Now it's automatically installed. All you need to do now is just wait for it to be installed, which shouldn't take too long. Now when you head back to your WordPress dashboard, if you look at your browser, it shows that it's secure. You'll see connection is secure. So we're all good to go with SSL. What I want to do now is look at my website. So let's go to the main web page and you'll see what it looks like. I want to remove some of these things and components that I do not need. So let's go ahead and do that. We go to pages or pages. From the list, you'll find your front page. So this is the page that is set. So we'll click on edit. Now we've got the blocks that you can see and the web page as you see laid out. What we're going to do is first remove what we don't need. I'm going to remove this testimonials box first. So select the container, not the actual elements inside of them. I'll click on the options, ellipsis, and let's remove the block. Let's also remove the one below it. So right here, I'll select it and remove the block. Going back to the top, I'll change this main headline to something a bit more relevant. So I'll put in ebooks and courses on, let's say, mindfulness. That's my niche. Let's say that. And the top, there's a pre-headline as well that you can change it to. I'll put in transform your body, mind, and spirit. Okay. It's probably not the best choice of words if you want to convert your audience into actual buyers, but this is a demo. Now, of course, you can change the background as well. So if we click once, we can click on replace and then upload a new image. But I'll leave that for now. It looks pretty good for what I'm trying to do right here. At the bottom, you've got some of these features and benefits. So plants collection. I'll just put in ebooks and let's say courses, and I'll leave 100% money back right there. In here, I'll put in self-improvement, spirituality, and mindfulness. On the courses here, we'll just put in step-by-step training. Now for this section, you can add categories. So let's say you want to sell ebooks or products around mindfulness as opposed to spirituality. So you can do that and replace the image and where the actual link goes to. Now below that, you'll see another block called featured plants. And this could be something like featured products. And that's what we can do, or featured courses, whatever you want to name it. And what it's going to do is pick up 8 products from the featured category, which we will add products to later on, and I'll show you how to do that. But for this, I'm going to put in 3 columns. So there's 3 different sections for those products to fit in. But those are the very basic customization options we'll play around with for now. Let's click on Update. Click on Preview to take a look at what it looks like, and let's preview a new tab. And this is how it looks like so far, and we didn't do much else to it. And you'll see 3 columns, and we'll be adding our products next. So head back by clicking on the WordPress icon, and we are going to go down to products. So this is part of WooCommerce, so we'll go to all products first. From here, we don't need the placeholder products. So in this case, what I'm going to do is delete all of the products by checking this box and do a bulk action of moving it to the trash. I'll apply. And now we're starting fresh. Click on add new. Now for this demo, I will be adding 3 different products or ebooks in this case. So number 1, mindfulness. Number 2, overcome obstacles. And number 3, healthy boundaries. So let's first add the mindfulness ebook first by clicking here where it says product name. And I'll enter mindfulness as the name of the product. Below that, you can add a description of your product. I've skipped ahead and added a headline and some of these other bulleted benefits. Now again, from a copywriting standpoint, this is probably not a good way to write copy, but copywriting is another topic for another day. You can also embed images too. So for instance, I want to add a cover right here. I'm going to click on add media. Now with my mindfulness folder, I've got the actual cover right here. I'll simply drag and drop it right here. Now that that's inserted, I'll choose a size. So let's say we want the full size and click on insert into product. All right, now the ebook cover is inserted. We scroll down and you'll see some other information that we'll need to add, including the product data, which is important. So we'll select simple product and making sure we select virtual and downloadable. So we've got the right settings and enter a regular price of that product. So let's say, for instance, it's $9.95. And if you do have a sale item, or if it's on sale at the moment, you can enter it there, but we'll just use a regular price. Now you're going to see downloadable files. We can click on add file, give the file a name. So I'll say ebook and the file URL, or choose a file, which is what we're going to do. Click on choose file. From here, have your ebook or your PDF or your files ready. And I'm going to select the PDF, drag and drop it right here to the media library. Do note there will be limits in terms of the file size when you're uploading via WordPress. So if you do have, like, let's say a large file to upload, then you may want to consider other ways of uploading your files, such as using a cloud service like Dropbox or Google Drive. But if it's something as simple as a PDF document or a few of those, just use the media library right here. Now that it's uploaded, I'll click on insert file URL. Now it's automatically inserted it. Now you'll see download limit and download expiry. You can set those if you want. Going to inventory, we don't have inventory, so that's all good. Linked products. If you want to create an upsell or let's say a gold version of your product or a premium version of your product, you can do things such as that with WooCommerce. But that's all we're going to do in this product data section. Down below, you'll see product short description. So add your short description there, but what we're going to do is also go up, go to product categories on the side, and we're going to add a new category. We are going to click on add new category, and let's type in a category. In this case, I want to categorize this specific product under mindfulness. But let's say you've got a product on productivity. You want to make sure you add a category based on that. So I'll click on add new category. Go below and you'll see product image. So I'll set a product image and I will set that same product image. Now it may enter and embed that same image twice. So for that, we will test and see what it looks like, and then we can adjust accordingly. So that's the main product image. And if you do have multiple images, then you can add a product gallery. But for now, let's go up and let's hit publish and see what it looks like. If you look at the permalink right here, that's the URL of this specific product. We will, however, change the permalink later on. Let's click on this for now. And here's what the product page looks like. We've got the product image, the pricing, the name of the product. They can add to cart. Here's the category. Go below, we've got the description and then the product cover again, and also some of the body text. Now for this demo, let's add a couple more products. So I'll skip ahead, click on add new, and I'll add 2 more products, repeating the same steps. All right, so you'll see I've added 3 products now, filled in all the details. What we want to do next is make sure the categories are all there and deleting anything we do not need. So let's choose these ones right here. And now we will click on delete. Now we've only got the categories that we need. We've got mindfulness and mindset. We've got 1 product there and 2 products in mindset. Now a couple of other configurations that we need to make. So let's go first and change that permalink. So go to settings, permalinks, and we want to make sure we choose post name. And then we can click on Save Changes. Now, if we go back to our products, and let's go to Healthy Boundaries, for instance, we now see a cleaner permalink. Now, if you go back to your homepage, scroll down and you'll see under Featured Products, there's nothing displayed. That's because we removed what was existing. So let's now go and adjust it so we only have the products that we want displayed. Now, to display products in that featured section, all we need to do is go back to our products, then all products. A quick way to simply feature products that you want displayed on your homepage is to click on the featured star icon. Click that once, let it refresh, and you simply repeat it for the other products that you want displayed. So I've featured everything. If we go back to our homepage, click on refresh, it's now displaying the products that we've set the featured star on. So let's take a look at what we've already created so far with our website. We've customized a bit of the headline and the background if that's what you have done. And we have customized some of these features and benefits. These things we haven't really touched, but moving down, we've got featured products. You'll see that. That's where all the products that we've added as featured that we starred right here to now click on. Let's click on one of them. And let's say we want to add it to cart. I've already added it to cart, but let's click on add to cart again. I've already added it to cart and you'll see it right here. So customer can view the cart and see a summary of what they've already added to their shopping cart. Otherwise, they can proceed to checkout. And from here, all they need to do is enter their details, including their credit card details. If they click on store, that'll take them to all the products right here. Now, of course, there are other pages that you may want to customize, including the About page and Contact Us page. For that, all you need to do is simply go to Pages, then to All Pages. And here's the About page that you can edit. Scrolling down, you've got the Contact page as well. In addition to all these pages that you can customize, there's also a default My Account page that's already there. When a customer goes into their account, they can check out their orders that they've made and any downloads that are available. So if they did purchase any of your products, they'll see access links right here. They can also update their payment details, add a payment method right here. All they need to make sure they do is to be logged in. For example, I've opened up a completely different browser. This is Safari instead of Chrome, which is what I usually use. So as someone who is not logged in, this is what they see. All they need to do is enter their username or email, their password, and then they'll land in their My Account page so that they can access their downloads. With this store page, you can customize it too. And if we head to our pages, then if we look down below, you'll see the store page, click on edit. Here it is. And we can, again, replace the hero or cover image. And then looking down, we've got featured products as the first block that people see. We can also move it down below. So now the actual list of products shows. So it's going to display all your products. And here we can customize it to products or courses, whatever you want to call it. Down below, we've got more information. This can be easily removed, or you can simply edit the placeholder. I'll just update it for now. Now we can preview, go to Preview New tab. And here's what it looks like. We've got products first before the featured products. You may notice the shortcodes used. So this one's got products, and this one here's got products limit 3, then columns 3, visibility, featured. This can actually be customized, and I'll provide this specific page from WooCommerce directly, showing you in the document how to add certain categories or tags to be displayed on your page. So for instance, you can do random sale items to be displayed, or you can do featured products, which is what we've done. You can also categorize it or display best-selling products. We've got newest products, specific categories. So let's give that a shot. I'm going to just highlight and copy this shortcode. And let's say on our store page right here, we are going to now change our featured products to a specific category. So I'll paste it in right here, replacing it. Products limit, so you can display how many products you want, so 8 in total. How many columns? Let's just select 3. And let's now enter the categories. If you don't recall your category name, simply go to products, then go to categories. And now you'll see where it says slug, that's the category name. So we're going to select mindfulness only. So let's enter that right here and replace hoodies and t-shirts right here with mindfulness. Now that we've entered that in, we're going to click on Update. Let's now preview. Scroll down to the featured section, and now you can see it's only featuring that specific category. The same steps can be applied in terms of using the shortcodes on your homepage so that you can feature certain or specific categories on your page or certain tags, whatever it is that you want displayed on there. Now, I know the homepage doesn't quite look finished, but this is where you can go in and then make those customizations and personalizations yourself so you can make it the way you want. Simply head to your pages section, scroll down till you see the front page, and again, click on Edit. And really, it's just a matter of going in, playing around with some of the wordings and perhaps some of the icons that you want to customize. And these 3 columns, we can either delete or replace it with some other image. So if you do want to display things like 3 different categories, as I suggested, you can do that. So let's say instead of beautiful plant varieties, you can say online courses. And then instead of this one right here, you can say ebooks. And in here, we can put something like free articles. And what you would do is just replace the image with whatever you want. With the link, click anywhere on that link and then click on Edit. And you want to make sure you link it to that specific page. And with this theme specifically, if you don't want this block, then again, you can just select the container that contains this whole thing. It's indicated with the blue highlight here. I'll just remove the block altogether. Now, if I click on Update, go and view the page, you'll see that it's now gone. So all I have now is just a list of the products. And of course, you can add as many products as you want in your store. So there you have it. We've created a digital product selling website. We've registered a domain name, got web hosting, installed WordPress and WooCommerce, set up and configured some of the payment settings and integrations, as well as made our site secure by installing SSL. Feel free to rewatch this video again so you can go through those steps one by one. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, by all means, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications too if you're new. And I'm looking forward to sharing the next training with you.